if you really want to torture me, bring that Jean-Luc guy back on.
You know what? That guy was your Andy Dufresne. He gave up his spot for you.
No, he rightfully left to give me a spot.
He gave up.
He didn't belong on the show.
Every time I start to like you, I remember why I hate you.
He didn't belong on this show. IndieCron is lucky to grab onto our coattails, is what I have to say about them. And Doc, I'm coming after them because they come after some of my friends. Like they don't have an impressive enough site that NASA would want Trixie on there. That's all.
Okay, wait a second.
Oh boy!
Now, hold on.
No, Ethan, shut up. Let's get back to Shawshank now.
No, hold on.
No, you want to do Shawshank? Come on.
A whole other door here, Doug.
No, Shawshank.
Yeah. Okay.
Doug just Shawshanked IndieCron, and
he didn't Shawshank. He just shanked them.
He just shanked them. Yeah. Well, okay, so
chorus of kick Dougs, by the way, going on in the chat.
Yeah,
a lot of smugs. All right, so
a lot of bring Nassers.
I want Nasser on too. I think Nasser would have a good say on this. I think he's a good.
Nasser was in here, and then he eventually left.
I know he's a solid 100% Comicsgate guy. 100% solid. So's Handyman. 100% solid Comicsgate guys.
Okay.
100%.
I had him on my show.
Yeah, good guy.
Do you want to unpack any of this stuff, Doug, or you just kind of want to keep talking? Like,
why don't you be more cryptic and let's watch the view account go down?
I'm bringing them up because I watched Jean-Luc, who on this show is all passive and acting all cool. I saw him taking a giant shit and Jesse Miller on Handyman on another site. So I'm just saying,
what's wrong with Handyman? What's the problem with Handyman?
There's no problem. He's totally awesome. Comicsgate. I want to know why. Why is Jean-Luc acting all assholey and tough on him? So I'm just saying, I'm thankful he's gone.
This is a whole thing. Like, yeah, we've been going through this today with the drama behind Handyman, and I don't really get it. I don't really understand.
It's guilt by association, but the guilt is pretty strong.
It's guilt by association, and guilt by association is if they're going after him for that is soy.
I'm not going after him.
That is SJW, and IndieCron, that makes IndieCron SJW. I don't know how Comicsgate it is. I know how SJW it is.
Is Nasser on IndieCron?
He chose not to go on IndieCron. And I'm just saying, I want to go on a site that Nasser wants to go on because he's a Comicsgate authority to me.
Well, I don't know if Nasser's an authority on anything. I think he is a Comicsgater, but
he got in on a squeaky chair. I'm only saying I know he is 100% Comicsgate. I'm not sure about this IndieCron thing.
TC in the chat says, can you clue the viewers in on what the fuck we're talking about? And a lot of people have no idea what's going on.
I'm only saying that it's strange. It's strange to me that Nasser doesn't want to go on IndieCron, and I think it's because of a purity statement that they're going through. They actually, Handyman tried to go on IndieCron, got the box checked by Pixel Trader, who I think is a lot cooler than these other guys, and then Doc White couldn't do his purity test and back it up, and was all upset that somehow Handyman stuck through. And we all support Handyman. He's Comicsgate. I'm just saying, there's something about these comics creators I'm all for. They make books, and this other site that benefits greatly from Comicsgate and from associating with us. I'm on board with that. I appreciate their support of Bigfoot Bill. I just I don't like the idea of them pushing and pulling and saying what Comicsgate is or isn't. They don't have a say.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not taking sides here because I've promoted Handyman and I like the guy who does it. But I think their view of it was they're linked up with a guy who said, we're going to dox you because we know guys who sold you books and they have your address.
Yeah, and that's not true that he's not linked to that guy.
Oh, he's not. Okay.
It's that psycho, those psychos who put out that video of the Jason mask with the guns and stuff.
Right. I think he was linked to him, and they have a legit on that. But I'm not.
And
I
he
don't
admitted
I don't
that.
like
He admitted
guilt-
he's
I don't
linked
like
to him.
guilt with association.
He's not
No,
linked
no,
to him.
wait.
It's the
Can
guy
you
gave
just fucking talk about Shawshank Redemption for a moment?
Yeah, well, no, I'll answer what Doug is talking about. I mean, from what I understand, is that this was linked at one point, and then I spoke to actually Brad Ashworth on the phone, and I asked him, and because I was wondering. I said, well, he sent me a few messages. He said, hey, Ro, what's going on with this stuff? I'm getting told that I can't be on IndieCron, that people don't want to associate with me. So I said, so what's happening? So I gave him a call, and he told me this, that I'm being linked with this person. I had no idea about this stuff. I said, well, you can't control. I put out a tweet, actually. I said, you can't, no man is responsible for another man's transgressions.
Totally agree. That's CG.
Right.
That's the bottom line. So put it this way, we don't tell anybody else what to buy and what not to buy. Every man has to make that choice for themselves. Right? That's the bottom line. That's how I see it. Pretty
I
simple.
agree.